Order of the day number 7.
Social Assistance Living Alone Payments Amendment Bill. Interrupted debate on first reading.
Members, when we were last debating this, Carmel Sepuloni had the call and has 8 minutes remaining. She doesn't wish to take the call.
Mr. Speaker.
Called Todd McLeay.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. It gives me pleasure on a Tuesday evening to rise and speak in support of this bill, the Social Assistance Living Alone Amendment Bill. And the reason it gives me pleasure to speak at this time, Mr. Speaker, is because the National Government is committed to certainty and security for older New Zealanders. Indeed, we've been working hard over the last 2 years to reduce and cut red tape and reduce regulations. We're easing the burden for older New Zealanders so that they can get the assistance that they are entitled to. Now, this is further evidence, Mr. Speaker, after 2 years of the National Government's commitment to ensuring that superannuants and veterans pensioners receive their full entitlement. Indeed, we are making sure that older New Zealanders, especially following bereavement, are not forced to fill out application forms and go through more bureaucracy or bureaucratic processes. We're making sure older New Zealanders receive their full entitlement so they don't suffer unnecessary financial hardship, and I know all in the House believe this is good news. Can I say, Mr. Speaker, just this year alone, we have delivered an extra $71 a fortnight into the pockets of New Zealand superannuants, and that was over the last 2 years, completed this year, and the National Government has already delivered a double boost. Tax cuts for superannuants this year, both increasing the amount of and cutting the tax on New Zealand super. Now, Mr. Speaker, in my electorate office we have a number of superannuants that come to us, and often there is concern. They're not sure what it is they're entitled to, and in many cases we're able to provide them with assistance. But the good news in this bill is, Mr. Speaker, when they are entitled to a living alone allowance, well, it will be possible for that to be backdated now to the very day that they should have got that entitlement, rather than only them receiving it within a 28-day period of when they would have needed to apply, or for at least from when they first applied. Now, in the case of when a pensioner or a veteran's, somebody on a veteran's pension loses one of their loved ones, well, at that time of difficulty, certainly they have many other things on their mind. Well, what this bill will mean when it enters into force, Mr. Speaker, is that those people will be able to receive their full entitlement from the day they were eligible for it, not just from the day that they applied for it. So I think this is a very good piece of legislation. I'm glad that many parties in this Parliament have committed their support to it. Indeed, I hope that all members of this House would support this, because it will get out of the way some unnecessary red tape, certainly remove some of the uncertainty that many of our pensioners may suffer from, and will deliver to them financial assistance when they very much need it. I commend the bill to the House.
The Honourable King.
Mr. Speaker, Labor supports the Social